I'm actually going to watch myself and watch you guys at the same time.
That's weird.
Muted. I used to do that too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
All right, I think we're live. Barrel.
Buddy.
Yeah, so I you know, barrel. Buddies. Barrels. Oh, I said barrels. It's singular barrel.
Yeah, we're not those dickheads.
Barrels. Right?
Redbeard, how's it going? Let's get this going. A little OBS action.
Hello, Redbeard.
We're gonna give it a minute here. Shelly, how you doing? Let some people join us.
Aloha.
BJ.
Oui, monsieur.
You should kind of push me over just a little tiny bit more.
Like over and off of the table?
And there's a bit of a delay.
Well, yeah, it's part of the...
Well, hello, Jamba. You coming to be part of the show again? Excellent.
Cool.
Hi.
She really, needs to be on the show all the time for some reason.
I'm a fan. I like it. We always wanted that.
Yeah. All right. Bob Poole says, "Hey, dudesters."
To our 1,000th subscriber,
Bob Poole.
I say,
Mr. 1000 out
what
there.
up, Mr. 1000? Bob Poole was our 1,000th subscriber.
Today. Today.
He made that happen today, so he's the freaking man.
All right, so we neglected to do our drawing last week for the Manarino show. So
negligence.
we have on the screen a little random number generator. And as most people know, if you're on a secondary market Facebook group or Instagram group, we do 5 spins, and our winner is the 6th.
We really wanted to make it live, so you're joining us.
You're joining us live.
Live drawing, and then of course watch the regular.
Yeah, we're gonna do the drawing very, very quickly. We're gonna get the number. I'll write it down, and then we'll find the winner towards the end of the show.
But first, welcome to the Barrel Buddy.
I'm James.
He's DJ.
This got all fucked up.
You're 6 Zach, and I'm BJ.
Yeah, so Zach has a cold or some rectal thing, and so he's like, I can't go to Barrel Buddies today.
When you shove things in there, it's an unnatural thing.
Zach is in the barrel, one might say.
Zach's in the barrel tonight, folks. Okay, so here goes our drawing. For those that participated in last week's show, know what we're talking about. So there's number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and our winner, 468.
Number 468. So
Price is Right style.
Price is Right rules.
Closest without going over.
Excellent.
And we'll check it after the show. So
the Barrel Buddies.
Let me get that disabled.
Who we are and what we do. We've already introduced ourselves, but we are a barrel-aged spirit drinking show where we will open and sample and rate a barrel-aged something. Typically that is whiskey.
Absolutely.
And we're still in the beginning of the year. We made a commitment at the beginning of the year that for the first 12 shows or so that we are going to...
Back to basics.
Go back to basics. Anything you can pick up in a grocery store, then that's what we're going to have. And so tonight we're going to go back to basics with a step up. We did Maker's Mark a couple of weeks ago, and we're going to do Maker's Mark 46. Up in the game, baby.
So the first question, because first of all, as you know, most of you out there that are our regulars, I don't like Maker's Mark, especially from the last show.
Which I don't know why. It's a solid.
For the price, it's not terrible. It's not bad.
It's solid.
So this is Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, barrel finished with 10 French oak staves. So why don't you go, BJ, a little bit into that process?
Hold on, Zach. Is it bigger?
While I open the bottle.
Bigger, bolder, and uncut.
Bigger, bolder, and Uncut.
This is not uncut though. This is cut. Definitely cut.
I'm just kidding.
It's circumcised.
Why is it called 46?
All right, this is great. I'd love to get into a little bit of history here. So this is regular Maker's Mark. It's how it starts. And then what they do is they take 10 French oak barrel staves.
Good pop, dude.
Good pop. They add it to the blend and then age it, give it an additional aging. Now, Maker's Mark typically doesn't have an age statement on it, but we all believe it's about 6 years, and so 6 years on a 46. This is created by Bill Samuels Jr. Bill Samuels Jr. is the son of Bill Samuels, the original creator of Maker's Mark.
I thought it was Rob Samuels for some reason.
No, William Samuels.
Maybe I'm just...
And his wife, Margie.
Oh, really an intimate relationship with the family here.
Created back in 1953, although Maker's Mark 46 was created in 2010. And they did the French oak because French oak is different than American oak. And we'll tell you a little bit about those differences here as we get into it, especially as we start getting into the flavor profile. It's really going to change this up a little bit. Obviously, Biff Tannins is invited to the party tonight. A much darker color. Zach, you've got 46 at home with you tonight, right?
That I do, and here it is. We are ready to go with the 46.
Yeah, you pour yourself a little already?
I'm working on it.
All right, well, get that open.
And then why is it called 46? I don't remember. I have to go back to my phone because there's a story about it being like the 46th case statement or something like that.
All right, while you look that up, let's go to the chat. Barn Door, how's it going? I think we said hi to you. Safi, how's it going? Shelly, hi. Redbeard, hi there. Bob Poole, obviously, welcome as our 1,000th subscriber to the show. Bandy Boo says, been doing this Jim Beam thing this morning. Hell yeah, we like that.
We do like some Jim.
We like some morning Jim Beam, that's for sure. Jim Beam and eggs, right?
Yeah, absolutely. A little breakfast whiskey? Hell yeah.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? And Bob Poole says,
in the morning.
Bob Poole says French oak uses the tongue.
Oh, it is much smoother and silkier.
It does. I am not a fan of the French oak. As I said before, most of you know, oak tannins, Biff tannins, and hi Jamba Cat. We have a barrel buddy guest today. Jamba just loves when we're on the show. Jamba is 17 years young, and she just likes to be on the show all the time for some reason. So
she's really, really
and I got to tell you guys, for people that know her, she doesn't really interact or hang out with anybody, but when we turn the camera on, she's got to be involved. So
yeah.
All right. Well, welcome. What do you think? What do you think of Maker's 46, Jamba? What do you think of this stuff? Huh? Hey, Bourbon's here. What do you think of that? No, she doesn't like it. She's like, get that out of here.
Well, I'm not going to go back to it, but it has a cheeky history as to why it's called 46. Something about the 46th version of Maker's Mark is how it came to this. And want to remind you that Maker's Mark's first slogan was, Maker's Mark, it looks expensive, and it is. That was back when it was $6 a bottle.
Zach, did you pour yourself some over there?
I did.
All right.
Or are you just guessing what I'm doing?
Oh.
No, why don't we go through nose? Oh. Actually, I like this nose. So this kind of has this buttery caramel nose to
I'm
it.
Getting like cinnamon French toast. Like if you made French toast out of cinnamon swirl bread, butter, cinnamon toast.
Yeah, I'm getting like a butterscotch cinnamon.
Oh,
yeah, buttery like cinnamon.
Saturday morning breakfast.
Wow, it surprisingly smells really good. Now here's the thing. I don't think that this smell is going to reflect in the taste.
I don't either. I've had this before.
Oh, cheers. Let's go. Cheers everyone out there. Hopefully you're all drinking with us. And then we're going to talk a little bit more about Maker's Mark, but I need to get into this and see what it tastes like.
Zach, walk us through why we take 3 sips before we say anything.
So the first sip is going to be a bit of a shocker to your palate.
Yeah.
Get that ethanol.
Yeah.
If there's a punch. This one, really don't get it.
Ooh,
Maker's Mark, The original was pretty smooth. This one, I kind of feel the same. Second sip, your palate is still developing. Third sip, you really get into it. So, I mean, that really just saw BJ's reaction. It wasn't a good one.
It was bitey. It was real bitey. My first sip, real bitey.
So the third sip is where you really get into all of the flavors, the tannins, the oak, if there's oak, and in this case it's French oak, and you really taste it.
Yeah.
Definitely get past the first sip because that's going to be the sucker punch to your sinuses.
Oh.
So I will say this much. So as we said earlier, we're back to basics for this month. Actually, for the next handful of shows. Anyway, this is something you guys can get everywhere. Maker's 46. Hell, I've seen this at there's a big deal 7-Eleven down the street. They have it. They have it
at a gas station.
Yeah, gas stations might have this, right? So the bottle once again for everyone. Middle Maker's Mark 46.
Much darker color than regular Maker's. Maker's is more of a honey color, and this is more of an amber color.
I'm trying to get a little focus there. We're not really.
And all that means is, getting that barrel age statement, the inclusion of some charcoal.
So why don't I read here? Why don't I read the back?
Yeah, tell us what
it's 46 because it's stave profile number 46.
Ah, there you go. Cheeky story. There you go.
For Maker's Mark 46, we started with fully aged Maker's Mark, which is run-of-the-mill Maker's Mark. We added 10 seared French oak staves to the barrel and placed it in our limestone cellar for an extra aging process. This creates a bolder version of Maker's Mark with pronounced notes of caramel and vanilla and has become known as Stave Profile 46. And this is distilled, aged, and bottled by, obviously, the Maker's Mark Distillery at Star Hill Farm, Loretto, Kentucky, USA. It's 94 proof, comes in at 47%. We got the little 375, so we got the half C here today. Obviously, because we have so many bottles, we don't need to buy the big dog. So let's get into it. So I'm going to jump right in because I'm going to tell you guys right now, I have very low expectations. Very, very low expectations. Okay. And this actually isn't half bad. Like, I prefer this over regular Maker's Mark.
Yeah.
I thought Maker's Mark had a little strange astringent alcohol taste to it. But this is tasty. This is cinnamon. What's the red little candy? The dime store candy, like the dime candy that's like
hot tamales or Imperials?
The one that you can't. It's like a hard candy, like a red.
Red Hot.
No. That's chewy. This thing's like hard, like a ball. Mist? It's like a ball.
An atomic fireball.
Atomic fireball. Atomic fireball. That's
interesting.
I get atomic fireball.
Huh.
Okay.
Atomic fireball with like a boozy kick. That's what I get. What do you got?
So so I love that first nose, that buttery cinnamon toast, French toast smell. The first sip was definitely a punch to the palate, but after those 3 sips kind of mellowed things out. It did change the nose a little bit for me. What I'm getting on this, I'm still picking up like buttery pancakes, like cinnamon pancakes. Like, I'm getting that breakfast pancake, French toast, cinnamon smell. But flavor profile wise, I mean, I think that there is like a baking spices profile to it that is really nice. Tannin, it's very tanniny. It gives a little bit of a dry pinch. I almost want to say like roasted pecan. I'm getting that round, roasty nuttiness, and then I think it finishes with a little bit of leather and tobacco. It's really enjoyable. I think it's a great little sipping whiskey, and I would prefer this over regular Maker's Mark.
Zach, what do you got there on your taste profile?
So, taste profile. I am getting quite a bit more wood than
you are.
Than the original.
Hold on, say that again.
What are you getting?
Getting a lot more wood.
So also when you describe,
Yes,
so go right into your rating as well for nose while you're at it.
All right, so for nose, this is it's reminiscent of the Maker's Mark, where we were expecting a lot more, right? Where it's wood, it's you get wood, you get caramel, it's sweet, you know. I'm gonna give it another little sniff here.
A little sniffy sniff?
He's getting wood. He's definitely getting wood. As Bob Poole in the chat says the same thing. He's getting wood.
Yeah, getting a little wood? Yeah.
Getting wood in that profile.
Going into the taste, I think the palate definitely supports the smell. You get a lot. That French oak, you can definitely taste that. The vanilla and caramel that's coming out, and then a little. I'm starting to get the you guys are talking about. Not too pronounced.
So why don't you give us your nose and your taste rating?
2 and a 2. Expectations.
That's all?
Pretty much that's it. A 2 and a 2, I think.
All right, and then BJ, why don't we jump right into nose and taste? So really quick, for those out there that don't know, we do a 1 to 3 rating. 1 is kind of meh, obviously not good. 2 is what you kind of expect, run of the mill, above average, and 3 is obviously fantastic, great, awesome. And then we do half point scales like 1.5, 2.5, etc. So Beach, what do we got here?
All right. On the nose, I really enjoy the nose on this. I'm going to give the nose a 3. I keep finding like these things that are bringing me back to some childhood kitchen moments, like waking up and going down to Grandma's kitchen. Nana in my household, you go down to Nana's kitchen, have breakfast with her. It's very reminiscent of something like that. I'm just getting like warm, happy breakfast smells that I really, really, really enjoy. Even some coffee in the back end, smoky coffee.
Wow.
It's kind of complex. I really keep picking out some really interesting aroma here. But here's the thing. I would give the flavor profile on this a 2, except every time I keep coming back to this, if I give it enough time, I'm getting what I'm going to call ashtray water, where I'm getting a little bit of like...
I know what you mean, like that
ashtray
char.
water.
The char.
Char water. Charcoal water.
Yeah.
It's acrid in a bad way. It tastes dirty. And so for that...
I like that ashtray.
Ashtray water.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to give it almost like a cigarette, like tar. There's something that I don't like about the flavor here.
So what do you give
Definitely
it?
not as much as the nose, so I'm giving it a 1.
Wow, a 1 on taste.
Yeah, I love the smell, but the taste is not my thing.
Let me ask you a question real quick. What's your rating on the original Maker's Mark, taste-wise? How did that compare?
I think it was a 2.
Yeah, I don't have it written down.
I'm pretty sure it was a 2.
I don't have it written down, unfortunately. We're starting to keep track in the book here, but I don't have it.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I think it was a 2. But here's what's interesting. So we're going to take a break before we jump into your scores, because I said we were going to talk about this. The French oak. Why add French oak staves to this? What does it do? What's the difference? So typical whiskey, typical even American wines are done in American white oak. American white oak is not as dense or tightly packed. The grain in that wood is not as tight and dense. And so when we're talking barrel respiration, when that barrel is breathing in and breathing out the whiskey through that aging process and imparting all the goodness.
Is that the Lamaze?
The barrel Lamaze.
Redbeard said last time he had Maker's Mark 46, it had a lot of sandalwood notes to it.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. You're getting a lot more. The American oak will impart a little bit more, and so typically you're getting a lot more sweetness, caramel, vanilla. French oak is a tighter and more dense oak, and so what it typically likes to impart is a little bit more harsh wood characteristic. I prefer, when I'm drinking wine, let's talk wine for a minute, I like French oak wine way over American. But it can smooth out a flavor profile. I don't know that I like what's going on here.
Okay, well, great. That's a great assessment for your 1 rating. So,
Number 1.
I'm jumping right into nose. I got to go at it one more time. I like the nose. I said Atomic Fireball. I got that in the taste. I get that in the smell. I get that cinnamon, a little bit of vanilla. Yeah.
No caramel or what?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of caramel. Not super.
That's what I got. Just a hint.
I mean, it's kind of run of the mill. I'm giving it a 2 on the nose. As far as taste was concerned, I get kind of, I'm not a huge Maker's fan to begin with, but I respect this. I would take this over standard regular Maker's Mark. I think this has a bit more sweetness to it, which, as people know out there, I'm the sweet guy. I need all the caramel and vanilla and whatever.
So close to Valentine's. What a sweetums.
You sure are a sweet guy.
See,
What a
I got
sweet
people vouching. I got vouchers here. So anyway, it gets a 2. So I'm gonna give it a 2 on the taste.
So far, we've all given it a 4. We just got there different.
Right, and for value, I'm gonna jump right in.
Wait, I haven't told you what I paid for this.
Whoa, what'd you pay for it?
So I found that this 46 was the exact same price as regular Makers.
So you bought a half. You bought a 375
$16.99 for this 375.
for $16.99.
Yep.
It's 3 value, hands down.
And for a regular bottles at Total Wine were going for $28. It was like $27.99.
Okay, an under $30 bourbon for this taste is, you need to have this on your shelf. So here's the thing. I would mix this. I would use this as a solid mixer. This is a solid mixer.
I would agree. I think this is a very high shelf. This is a top shelf.
It's a top shelf mixer for
top
sure.
shelf mixer.
Yeah. Redbeard out there says, Woodford Reserve Double Oak smells like breakfast of waffles and maple syrup. You are absolutely right, but I'm going to do you one more, and we will bust out our... This is our Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. Oh, wow, that's really... There we go.
Double oaked.
So here's
your double oaked. Go back.
We
and
see
watch
your
that
double
show,
oaked,
Redbeard.
and here's our double oaked.
We liked that. But before we go way off the rails here, Zach and I have to give our value.
Hold on, we're being asked out in the chat. Mix it with what?
We'll get there. Hold on.
Okay, all right. Zach,
value.
There you go.
value.
What's your score?
Remind me. I don't think I liked Maker's Mark.
You said that it had no value at $20 for your split.
Yeah, no, I don't know, like that. But this time around, I enjoyed the 46 quite a bit more than the original Maker's Mark.
Is it better than that bird dog that's right next to you?
Oh, you noticed that? This is a bird dog peach, by the way.
Oh God, bird dog peach.
And you like peaches? This is your whiskey.
Value. Just give me your
Just
value.
give us the Maker's Mark value, please.
Unbelievable.
Distiller's exclusive, Redbeard. Distillery exclusive. Zach, what do you got?
So I'm going to compare this to the old Maker's Mark. Old Maker's Mark, I said 1.5.
Yep.
46, I will give it a 2.
All right, 2 for value. Beach.
I'm with you. I think that for a high top shelf, even if it is just a top shelf mixer, I think the value here is there, especially being so close. Even if it was $5 more than regular Makers, spend the $5 and get this. This is a 3 value.
Much better.
Even though I'm not a big fan of what's going on, listen, palate to me is something that varies, right? You don't want to eat it. Even though a hamburger's delicious, you may not want to eat a hamburger every night. So I think this is delicious. Maybe my palate's just not loving this tonight. I might love it tomorrow. So it's not bad. I'm just picking up on a portion of the flavor profile that's not sitting right with me tonight. But I don't think it's like undrinkable by any means. So this is a 3 value. This is a 7 out of 10. No blown away bonus for me tonight, but 7 out of 10 is a solid. Go get it. Put it in your bar. Have it on stock. And for $16.99 for a split, there's no reason to not pick this up the next grocery store trip.
I gave it the same thing, 7 out of 10. I am bouncing a lot of stuff off of what Beej said here. It's got that value. It has that acceptable taste, which is, middle of the road plus. I give it like what I would say like a Matt plus.
Yeah,
like
Matt plus.
It's something you can have out on the table. People will drink it. People will mix it. It's good overall. It's not bad. So I as well gave my total rating a 7. I do not give it a blown away bonus for obvious reasons. Zach, you're looking at a 6 right now. Do you give it a blown away bonus?
No blown away bonus. That's definitely saved for something very special. So a blown away bonus is going to happen when the rating's going to be 8 and above, definitely.
Okay. So let's go back to that question. Who asked the question mixed with what?
Mixed with what is Josh? Josh is asking out
Hey
there.
there, Josh. So mixed with what? I would mix this with, I'd make an old fashioned out of it for sure. This is a solid old fashioned mixer. I wouldn't be afraid to mix this with Coke.
Yeah, I was gonna say Coke. Dr. Pepper.
And I'm gonna tell you right
Old-fashioned.
now. Ginger ale, great ginger ale mixer.
Ginger.
Club soda.
Yeah.
I bet you this and club soda is a solid drink.
Plenty of simple mixers out there. It would make a kick-ass old-fashioned.
Yeah.
There you go.
What about a Manhattan? A little sweet vermouth?
Yeah.
It's got enough kick. I think the acrid kick. If you add a little sweet vermouth to that, I think it balances well. I think it'd be a good mixer.
Well, there you have it.
I also think this is a good gift. I'm going to recommend that Maker's Mark 46. We talk a lot about replacing whiskey for wine when you're going to a dinner party or a Christmas party, holiday party.
Yeah, don't go out there and get a bottle of Barefoot or a Black Box. Go get a decent whiskey or bourbon and take that to the party.
For $16.99, you're going to take this. Everyone's going to be thrilled it's there.
It's something different. It's not a crappy wine.
This
It's not a bottle of Cupcake or
Apothic Red.
Saint Michelle BS or Apothic Red.
Watch your tongue.
The cheap
It looks
stuff.
nice, it's got the wax top. Everyone likes to look at it.
Yeah, it looks
This is a good
expensive.
gift.
It's a great gift.
Throw this next time you're birthday shopping for somebody and you're like, I got them this one thing, but I feel like I need to add something else. Add this.
And a handle of Mad Dog.
Or a pit flask of Mad Dog. They're not going to be sad about that.
That's actually
Mad Dog or Bird Dog?
No.
Mad Dog.
Bird Dog. Get that Bird Dog peach out of here.
Listen, when you don't know what to clean your pipes with, we'd like to recommend our friends down at Bird Dog Distillery.
I don't even know that they're a distillery. I'm
Bird
sure.
Dog! When you got clogged pipes.
Does Bird Dog source? I'm sure on that bottle it says it's probably sourced from a foreign country.
They're like, MGP juice, baby.
Yeah, what does Bird Dog say on there?
Bottle for Western Spirits by Three Springs Bottling Company, Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Bowling Green?
That's so random.
Oh, we gotta go to Bird Dog. Let's
Can you
go there.
imagine?
Distillery.
Hey, you know what? I'm not gonna knock it till I try it. I haven't had the peach. It could be amazing. So
Hey, anybody had the Bird Dog peach? Let us know.
yeah,
in the
any
comments.
Bird Dog peach aficionados out there, we could also go buy a bottle of Bird Dog peach and take it to some of the masses, some groups of people we know, and just see if it gets soaked up pretty quick. So
I mean, yeah.
we'll see.
We could soak it up with a biscuit.
This is on the same level as what do you call it? A screwball. It's flavored whiskey. It's all kind of silly. I don't know. For me, I don't like any of it.
Cool. You need a replacement for Epicac? Please drink Bird Dog Peach.
All right, well there you have it. BJ, why don't you tell us about our next show? What do we have in store for next week?
Oh my God, I have got a great pick for you guys.
What is that?
For all of you. We are going to go back to something Listen, we went highbrow this week.
Highbrow? Maker's Mark highbrow?
We got to kick it back down to
Oh
bring us back up.
no! Oh no!
Please join us next week when we review Early Times Original.
Oh my god!
Early Times.
Early Times.
Never had it.
I may throw up on the show.
We're gonna have a little ET.
Early Times. All right. Look forward to Early Times
Hey,
next week.
Back to basics. ET. People drink a lot of ET.
Hey, it could be good, and it is a Kentucky. Is it on the Bourbon Trail?
No,
don't
Early
know.
Times is not. It is just a Kentucky whiskey.
All right.
Well, think about it. We were all a little afraid of a Wild Turkey 101, and we actually gave it the thumbs up.
I have Wild Turkey 101 in my pantry currently at home.
That Wild Turkey, all those Wild Turkey shows were fantastic. We've had some fantastic Wild Turkey.
And Rare Breed is like my favorite drinking whiskey right now at home.
Yeah, and I'm actually looking forward to. I'm curious about Early Times because I've never had it. So.
Oh, here you are. You're going, I'm gonna puke. It's so bad, but you never had it.
It's got a bad rep.
Jar, or is it plastic?
I think it's in a plastic
It's
bottle.
in a plastic bottle these days.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Should we do a combo show? Because if we just immediately throw out the Early Times, we could do Old Crow as well.
Well, I feel like Old Crow is better than E.T.
Well, we could do a side by side.
That sounds like a terrible night.
I'm
It
in.
will
I
be.
like it.
All right. That wraps up the show for us tonight, folks. Number 468, you're a winner. So I looked it up. It's some random Russian name, and I don't know if we can reach out to him. So if we don't, I'll end up drawing another winner on our Instagram Live, or I'll.
We'll at you random Russian name.
Yeah,
and
random
we'll
Russian
get
guy
your name.
that you won this bottle of Weller we were giving away last week.
Congratulations.
I don't know that I can ship a bottle of Weller to Russia.
We
so
can. We absolutely can.
okay, I guess we can. I don't know how. We call it artisanal olive oil.
I know some people.
Okay, you know a guy. That's great.
Some Russians?
I
Yeah.
do know some Russians.
So there you have it. So our score, 7 for myself. BJ gave it a 7. Zach gave Maker's Mark 46 a 6. I would say for an average score of what, 6.5 there. It's probably 6.5 weighted.
6 3/4.
6 3/4 weighted. Okay, it's kind of run-of-the-mill plus. And that's our show tonight. You guys have any parting words for the crew here?
Zach,
Drink well, be well.
get better, man.
Yeah, get not kick that COVID.
For those of you that are joining us again from last week, you might be new. Thanks so much for coming back. Smash the subscribe button, and go back and watch some of our earlier shows. They're definitely not as good in that first season, but gives you a basis on where we're coming from, and we can't wait to give you a lot more. So subscribe, comment, let us know how we're doing, and we'll see you next week.
My quick rant as well, like and subscribe. Again, we're not monetized. We do this out of our own pocket. We make no money doing this. Our goal is to make enough money to pay to do this. That's it. So, again, by doing that, you just need to subscribe, and watch our former videos. And Jamba, she's not happy.
Oh,
She is
sorry,
not a
Jamba.
happy camper. I think she's upset because the show's over. So
Yeah. Aren't we all?
we all are.
So watch more shows.
Yeah, go back, watch our shows, hit us up on Instagram at TheBarrelBuds and TheBarrelBuddies.com, and join our Facebook group, The Barrel Buddies. So